Good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. I just want to specify that for this first video, I will be drawing my characters, and any future characters will be the community's characters. And for our first character, we have Ebba Rose. Ebba Rose is a Karen who left her home to explore the world. During her travels, she got lost in the forest and found an injured bunny. Using her knowledge that she got from her hometown when she was a healer or whatever, she healed the bunny, and they quickly became friends, and they decided to travel the world together. Just sightseeing, eating good food. I would love to do that. And just, overall having a good time. Having companionship while traveling was what Ebba really needed the most, since she's more of a homebody, and this was the first big travel she ever did without having any of her family with her. Arriving home, she decided to catch everyone up on her travels, what she's seen, and everything. She also introduced her new friend, the bunny, which I didn't give it a name because I don't know. I don't know. But, eventually she left the village, her and her bunny friend, and they're back out traveling. But basically, that's her entire lore. She's just a traveler. She just sees things. I gotta say, when talking, 5 minutes is not that long. It's actually quite a lot of time. I should have written out her story a lot more, given more details, because now I'm just a minute in with 3 minutes left? 2 minutes in with 3 minutes left, and I'm not very good at talking about random things, so for the rest of the few minutes, just enjoy some music.
Всегда пропала, я ощущаю слова твои в моей памяти тают, но я в моей ночи тебя вспоминаю. Ты ушла, темноту без прощания, слезы не стала, как знак обмана. Я один в этом мире страданий, поезд час звучит твоей раны.
And for our next character, we have Bluebell. Please excuse my atrocious mic and writing skills. I'm pretty bad at writing, and I'm using my phone to record, so without further ado, on to Bluebell's story. She walked into her brother's room and saw him lifting weights and wanted to give it a go at trying to, bench press or something. Her brother refused because the weights were heavy and he didn't want her to get hurt. However, after what felt like endless begging, her brother finally allowed her to lift some weights as long as he could be her spotter. Her first try ended in failure because she was a beginner. You're not going to get on the first shot. But she gave it another shot and she finally succeeded. While lifting the weight her second try, her cutie mark appeared, which showed to be, a bell. A dumbbell? I don't know what they're called, but yeah, that appeared as her cutie mark. And that's when she realized her, quote, destiny is to be a weightlifter. While making her character and my trash, and I mean trash, script, I realized she was low-key just the cute but deadly type. I mean, her colors are like blue and pink. No, blue and purple. And she looks like so adorable. But the fact her talent is weightlifting is kind of scary. And also, she kind of looks like that one unicorn from I think Gen 6. I don't remember her name, but I think it was Izzy actually. Izzy something. I did not mean to make her look like that. It just happened. But I like her character anyway, so I just kept it. I'm also now realizing you have no idea what I'm talking about because I've not gotten to the coloring part. But just wait till I get there and I'll pull up the picture and then you'll know exactly what I mean. I either need more water or just to talk louder because I'm quiet. I said that already, but man, it just really sinks in how quiet I am when listening to the recording, and it's just a silence. Okay, let's give it another try. I drank some water and I think I sound clearer now. I don't really know until I see the recording. No, until I hear the recording, actually. I hope I don't bore you to death with my, just talking about absolutely nothing. I'm not even talking about what I'm drawing. I'm just here talking. I said that already. But, yeah, look at this. I'm drawing a hoof. And there's not much, okay? There's not much. I'm doing my best. I realize there's not much to say because all I'm doing is just making a character in Ponytown and just drawing it. That's literally all I'm doing. There's not really much going on. I'm not making a brand new character or anything. Wait. I'm dumb. I can literally explain the character designs. Hold on. Let me cook. With this character design, I was only just... Yeah, those are words for sure. With this character design, I was just experimenting with the character. Stop the silence. I can't. I was just trying things out, testing colors, testing accessories to see if it was what I wanted the character to be, and eventually it just formed. And also here's what I'm talking about with Izzy. My explanation on the character design was trash, but you see this purple fur, blue hair, I don't really know what the pink was about. I don't think Izzy has pink on her. But, yeah. With the cutie mark, I actually just kind of like the pixelated look a lot more than if I was to draw it. Which is what the same thing I did with Ebba. I just took the cutie mark and just drew it. But, at first, I did try to draw it, but I didn't like it. This is her final look, and now we're on to Peony. I hope I pronounced that right. Peony was in a situation similar to Starlight's episode. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll add an image of what that episode was about. But basically, after receiving her cutie mark, it was instantly taken away from her, and she didn't like that. No. So she devised a plan to escape with her friends, and when she told her friends the plan that was supposed to be executed the next day, actually no, scratch that, a week later, her friends snitched on her, so she had to leave early. She ran to the nearest forest, and she eventually made it to Canterlot after being lost for days with little to no resources because of her friends. Due to the lack of a proper cutie mark, a modeling company decided to hire her to try on clothes, which is why in a few minutes or seconds you'll see her with some clothes on, which is unusual for ponies because it's clothes. Come on now. But she's a model for clothes, and because she doesn't have a cutie mark that ties into her name, she just decided to go with the name Peony or Peony because those were the flowers she loved the most that grew in her village. Although her talent was stripped away and her friends betrayed her in the village, she still has very fond memories being there. The reason why she doesn't report what's going on in her village to the police is because literally nobody would care at all. This may be a common plot point. Actually, it's not even for plot. This might be something common for every character, but she has no idea who her parents are. I'm not saying it's important to her story, but some of my, maximum 10 viewers might be wondering, why aren't her parents looking for her? Why didn't she tell her parents? It's because her parents aren't at the village, weren't at the village with her. Unfortunately for her, she never, ever gets her cutie mark back, which is very important in the My Little Pony universe. A cutie mark is like a big thing, celebratory worthy, and she didn't get a celebration. She never will, and she's just known as that pony who doesn't have a proper cutie mark for some mysterious reason. And she could go public with it, but like I said, the cops wouldn't care. And that's the people, or ponies, I guess, who really should care about what's going on. Because, being robbed of your cutie mark, I don't know how that would translate into the human world, but I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Pretty sure. Why would it be legal? I doubt it's a law, but it definitely would be if she was to go public with it. However, she just chooses not to. She wants that to remain in the past, and she's more focused on the present, which is being a model and having fans. I gotta say, I don't know what possessed me to color her like this, but my gosh, I actually just love her color palette. I'm usually the absolute worst at picking colors, beat myself up over it, but besides how I did the hair, the coloring, not bad at all. I think I need to get more water because my voice is becoming more raspy and I'm even quieter than before. So, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back and I feel energized after eating some good food. So to continue off, we're almost done actually. I'm almost done with this section with Peony or Peony. And we are on to Camila Middlemist. No, wait, I mean Camellia, I think. But anyway, to start off her story, she was born into a very, very wealthy family. Her parents were so into money that they thought cutie marks were a burden, and they only wanted Camellia to have a wealthy job, so they forced her to take on tasks like training to become the CEO of their toy company. But naturally, when you try to force someone to do something as a job, it's not going to work. So by the time she was an adult, she still had no cutie mark. So she was the basic example of what would happen when you don't find what you're good at. However, she was getting sick and tired of people telling her who she was supposed to be. So she decided, I don't care anymore. I'm not gonna let my cutie mark dictate my self-worth, and I'm gonna show you how happy I can become without having a cutie mark. She then goes on to, have a happy life. She finds a boyfriend, then she gets married. She isn't exactly on the wealthy side like her parents were, but she's not poor. She's middle class and very, very happy, and successfully proved everyone wrong that you don't need a cutie mark to be happy. The reason why I chose the name Camellia Middlemist is because you know how a chameleon usually blends in to the surroundings? Well, that's what Camellia was trying to do. She was trying to become what her parents wanted her to, even though it wasn't working. And the name Middlemist, I don't know, it's kind of like a hint to her being middle class, not being poor, but not being so wealthy she becomes like her parents. But I also wanted a name that was a pink flower because as I get into the coloring, she's mainly pink. And I just wanted a name that sounded like it would suit her. And I gotta say, not to toot my own horn or anything, but she looks adorable. She has stripes, and actually I think that's pretty much all she has. She has fading stripes on her legs leading down to her hooves, and her face has more detail than the others. Not as much as Ebba, but more than the others. I forgot to mention this because of course I did, but this will be the last character I'm drawing for this video. It's a very long video. Oh my gosh, 20 minutes long. My longest video yet on this channel. I just wanted to draw some silly little adorable ponies, and now I'm just sitting here basically talking for 20 minutes. Actually more like 17, because for 3 minutes it was just music. Actually, this not even mention the awkward silence that I'm gonna have to cut some of it out period. I think I've been recording for literally hours, and I gotta say, I'm ready to go to bed. I got like 1 minute left, and I'm so ready. So after I'm done coloring and editing, I'm just gonna post this video at the thumbnail, and I'm going to sleep, waking up in the morning, and hoping I get some views. Maximum? I don't know, actually. Minimum, though? I actually want minimum of 10 views, but I honestly think 10 is going to be my maximum. See what I'm talking about? See, the fading stripes. Actually, it's more like it's already faded, and then it starts to gain some color. I don't know why I went from pink to a pinkish, darkish brown, but I actually like how different her stripes are, and how it even leads up to her face and onto her horns and on her nose and on her ears. And we're about done. Just 7 more minutes. Peace out. I'm tired.